Welcome to the maths class with your tutor Black Adam. We have that equation minus x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4 to prove that if negative 1 gives 0, so we have to substitute with negative 1. So putting negative 1 all around because it's negative 1 cubed, which is minus, and then plus negative 1 squared multiplied by 3 minus 4. So that gives us plus 1 and plus 3. Remember, negative 1 cubed is negative 1, and then we have 4. They're supposed to be 4 minus 4. So 4 minus 4 gives us 0, and then that is equals to 0. So that's proved. The next question we say it hence otherwise determine the x and y intercepts of the graph. So at x-intercept y is 0, so we know that x plus 1 is a factor. So knowing that it's a factor, so which means we need to find the rest of the factors, so which means negative 1 is a factor of negative x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4. And the f of x giving the equation which is minus x cubed plus 3x squared plus 0x minus 4. So remember that we have power 3, 2, 1, and then the other one is power 0. So if you don't have one of the x power in between, then it means that you have to put it. So even the constant has x power 0. So that's how it works. So don't forget that we need to have the powers in descending order from the left to the right. So we put negative 1 there, the coefficient is negative 1, and that is plus 3, 0, and negative 4. So we drop negative 1 there, and then what we do, we have negative 1, and then we multiply. Negative 1 times negative 1, we put on the second column, which is positive 1. Okay, so 3 plus 1 will give us 4. Alright, and then what we do, we multiply again. Negative 1 times positive 4, that gives us negative 4. So 0 plus negative 4 will give us negative 4. That should be negative 4 there. That should be negative 4. Okay, so negative 1 times negative 4 will give us positive 4. So negative 4 plus 4 is 0. Okay, so now we have x plus 1 multiplied by, that is that one there. So we have negative x, that'll be negative x squared plus 4x, and then minus 4, which is constant, is equals to 0, because they are factors. They multiply and give an answer of 0. And from there, what we do now, that's negative 1 there, that's positive 4, that's negative 4. It's just trying to relate the two, and that's negative 1. So those are the factors. So using synthetic division, that's what we get. So x plus 1 is equals to 0, or negative x squared plus 4x minus 4 is going to be equals to 0 as well. So we have negative multiplied by negative 1 on the other product, so that is equals to 0. So we need to change, we need to have the positive coefficient. So that would be x squared minus the sign changes, so x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equals to 0. So factoring that will be xx, and then that will be negative 2, negative 2. Now we have x plus 1 and multiplied by x minus 2. There are two of them, so that will be squared. So x minus 2 squared is equals to 0. So we have x is going to be negative 1, x is going to be positive 2. So those are our answers for the x-intercept. The next thing we do, we need to find x-intercept. So x-intercept, from the x-intercept we have x is equals to negative 1, and we have x is equal to 2. And for y-intercept, that is going to be y is equals to, remember our original equation, so y is equals to 0 squared cubed plus 3x 0 squared minus 4. So our y-intercept is going to be minus 4. So that's our y-intercept. And now the third equation, we required to find turning point. So at turning point, we write the equation first, which is negative x cubed, plus the original equation, which is 3x power 2, and then minus 4. So we need to find the first derivative of that. So getting the first derivative will mean that we have negative 3x, and then that's 3 minus 1. That gives us 2, plus, once again, 2 times 3. 2 times 3, okay, that gives that, so 2 times 3 gives us 6. So it's going to be 6, then 2 minus 1, which is 1. So 1, we don't literally write 1. So the constant disappears. So that's going to be equals to 0. And now we have to factor it. So factor x. So it's going to be negative 3x into positive x is equals to 0. So we have there x is equals to 0, or we have negative 3x plus 6 is equals to 0. So that means that we have x is equals to 0, or we have negative 3x is equals to negative 6. So dividing both sides by negative 3, that cancels out. So we have x is equals to negative 6 over negative 3, giving us positive 2. So x is going to be positive 2. Positive 2, and we have x is equals to 0. And then we need to find the y values. So f of x, when we have 0 there, we know that our 0 squared and then plus 3 0 cubed plus 3 multiplied by 0 squared minus 4, that gives us negative 4 as our final answer. So turning point x is 0 and the y is negative 4, and then that's the turning point, the first turning point. So the second turning point, we have a value of x is equals to 2. So we substitute 2 there in the original equation. So it's negative bracket 2 cubed plus 3 2 squared minus 4. Once again, the first term will give us negative 8. The second term will give us I think 12, positive 12, and the third term is negative 4. And then we have 12 there, so that negative 8 and negative 4 gives us negative 12, so that would be negative 12, giving us 0. So our second turning point will be when x is 2, we have the y value of 0. So now we're done with all the values we need to sketch. So sketching the graph, just not to sketch it neatly. So we have y, and then we have x coordinate, and then we have 0. So yeah, you just sketch it. You don't have to be perfect, but you need to include all the parts there. Alright, so we have there this is so we have the turning point there. Remember our first turning point, so we put all the turning points value. So and then we have the point where x is increasing, so it's increasing between 0, yes, so that is 2, yes, the coordinates 2 is to 0, and then that point is 0 is to negative 4, and that's the turning point. And then the x-intercepts include there. So for which values x is increasing, so it's between 0 and 2. So 0 is less than x, x less than 2. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow or subscribe for more. If you have any question or any problem, leave behind and then come back to you. Thank you.